Welcome to Slip to Sleep, a place for calm, a place for gentle stories. Here, every word is meant to guide you slowly into rest. Take a moment now, adjust your pillow, let your body settle, breathe in and breathe out softly. And when you are ready, we will begin tonight's story. You stand at the mouth of the aisle. Amber lamps rest on iron hooks. Their glass is rippled, warm, old. Light shakes softly with each breath of air. Shadows grow long, calm, forgiving. Step forward now. Boards accept your weight and answer kindly. A small creak, then quiet. The sound folds back into the hush. Shelves climb like slow trees, oak, dark with oil and time. Edges are worn by careful hands. Corners shine where cloth has brushed. You can sense years held in the grain. Bindings glow in low color. Wine, moss, charcoal, gold leaf draws thin lines across titles. Run a finger along the spines. Feel the cool leather, the polished cloth. Some covers lift slightly, curious, awake. Some remain still, content to rest. Nothing resists you, nothing clings. The air tastes of paper. It is clean, dry, and kind. You breathe deeper, slower, easier. Breath falls into steady rhythm. The body trusts the room without question. On your left, a rolling ladder waits. Its wheels shine like coins. You place a palm upon the rail. It moves an inch, then settles. That is enough. That is perfect. Open a slim book of pale blue cloth. The hinge flexes with a tender sigh. Pages hold a whisper of lavender. Let us sit in a neat, patient hand. You read only a line. Rest lives where the light never hurries. You close the cover. The sentence stays. It stands like a lantern inside the chest. Its glow spreads, then softens. Replace the book. Let the spine find home. The row leans closer, as if pleased. Boards quiet again. The lamp above lowers a fraction. Walk deeper, slowly. The aisle narrows. As shelves lean in. There is no squeeze, no crowd, only a feeling of careful company. You are welcome to pass. You are welcome to stay. A brass plate marks a section, echoes and fragments. Letters are shallow, filled with shadow. You touch the plate. It feels cool, exact. Somewhere a page turns far, gentle, true. You stop at a display table. 3 books lie open. Their pages move, though no wind blows. Not flipping, only easing forward. One line appears, then fades, then another. A river made of moonlight. A key that opens the sound of rain. A door that leads to a kinder night. Each line arrives, soft as breath. Each rests, then dissolves like mist. Sit for a moment on the bench. Walnut is smooth, steady, generous. You place both hands by your sides. Let the spine lengthen. Let the shoulders drop. Let the jaw release. Let the eyes grow warm. Listen now. Hear wood speak in small notes. Hear cloth murmur as you shift. Hear a lamp tick once as metal cools. Hear silence gather again and cover all. Stand when you are ready. No one urges you. No clock rules here. You continue step by step. A faint draft slides across the floor. It smells of old windows and distant rain. At the turn, a narrow case appears. Inside, a single page floats under glass. Ink curls in graceful loops. Some letters carry flourishes like leaves. The words are simple, clear, unafraid. Be slow, be kind, begin again. You read them once. Your breath follows their order without effort. The aisle bends slightly to the right. A lamp there wears a shade of thin silk. Its light is milk soft, no edges, no glare. It spreads across the boards like warm water. You walk through it and feel the mind ease. Another table holds a brass magnifier. You lift it. Weight rests kindly in your palm. Glass warps the letters into waves. You smile, then set it down. Tools here do not demand use. A small ladder rises to a high shelf. You climb 2 rungs, no more. From here, the hall looks wide and safe. You see the path you came by. You see lamps bowing to the dark. Take a book bound in rough linen. Fibers tick against the skin. Open to a random page. Trust the page. Night remembers every step that did not hurry. Close the book. Thank the page. Replace it. Now listen again. The aisle breathes, not like wind, like wood. Timber takes in and gives out. It times your breath, and you follow. A bell rings far across the stacks. One note only round, bronze, low. The sound spreads like a slow ripple. When it reaches you, it is a hush. It tells you nothing needs to be done. Stand still for a few breaths. Let the hush soak through. Let the knees soften. Let the feet grow wide. Let the thoughts set their weight down. The room will carry them for a while. Move again, gently. You pass a case of maps, rolled tight. Edges are ribboned with cotton tape. Labels name oceans you have never seen. Ink islands float in seas of faded blue. You touch one roll, just the edge. The paper answers with a dry purr. You leave it closed. Its seas are safe. The whisper of maps trails after you. It sounds like sails in sleep. Another shelf is filled with diaries. Years stamped along spines in small numbers. No names, only dates. You pull one at random and open to the middle. The handwriting is plain, steady, dear. I learned to speak softer today. You smile without meaning to. You close the cover and hold it a breath. The message lives inside your ribs. It does not need more words. Place the diary back. The row nods, if wood can nod. Lamps blur, then sharpen, then rest. Dust drifts in golden threads, then disappears. Silence stretches like velvet from shelf to shelf. You reach the aisle's first crossroad. A sign points left and right in simple script. Stories of rivers, stories of wind, Both ways are calm, both ways are night. Choose the right, let wind guide you forward. The shelves here hold lighter covers, cloth in pale shades, sand, pearl, frost. Edges catch the lamp like small moons. Open a thin book near the front. Breath is a door. You pause and walk through. Close the book. Keep the door open behind you. Keep walking slow, steady, sure. The aisle narrows again, but never tightens. Your shoulders pass with room to spare. Your mind passes with more room still. Everything in you learns to be quiet. The right-hand run continues. Lamps grow fewer, glow grows softer. Shadows braid between lower shelves. The floor cools under thin air. You move with smaller steps. The pace fits. A niche opens to your left. Inside stands a music stand of iron. On it rests a single sheet. Lines curve like rivers on winter glass. No notes, only words arranged like breath. Begin on silence, continue on patience, and on sleep. You read them twice. The order becomes your path. A low window sits beneath the niche. Glass is bubbled, thick with age. Night leans against it like velvet. Somewhere far, a branch touches stone. The tap is gentle, shy, complete. You kneel to tie a loose lace. Leather smells of oil and dust. The knot settles, the lace lies flat. Small tasks feel holy here. Small motions teach ease. Return to the shelves. Take a volume stitched in twine. Pages are handmade, rough at the edges. A sentence stands steady in the center. Kindness is a kind of knowledge. You glance up. Light pools on the boards. It makes an island where you stand. Beyond, a sea of shadow waits. Both are safe. Both are still. Replace the book. Your palm rests on its back a moment. Heat passes from skin to cloth. The exchange feels fair and good. You move on with less to carry. Another cross aisle approaches. A cart sits there, filled with returns. Spines lean together like quiet friends. A tag hangs from the handle linen, hand cut. Home again, it says in small ink. You smile, because the words are true. Every book returns to calm. Every reader returns to breath. The aisle, too, is a kind of home. You feel it, step by gentle step. Past the cart, the ceiling lowers. Beams run heavy across the span. Their weight does not press, it protects. The room feels held in steady arms. You breathe deeper, safe, sure. A clipboard lies on a peg. A pencil rests in its loop. Marks show dates in faded lead. Lines cross lines in patient grids. You trace one square with a thumb. The grid each box says there is time. Each line says there is order. Together they say, here the lamps are low as candles. Light floats in calm bowls of glass. Books reflect the glow by degrees. Gold bright near, umber far, night beyond. A child's atlas has been left open. Coasts wander in amber ink. Names drift like clouds across seas. You place a palm on the page to steady it. The paper warms, the map relaxes. Close the atlas gently. The cover sighs against the air. You stand and let your eyes adjust. Black grows softer, brown grows warm. Shapes settle into friendly lines. There is a stool tucked near the baseboard. You pull it out and sit. The stool answers with one low note. Your knees open, your breath lengthens, your gaze rests on letters you do not read. Minutes pass quiet, uncounted. No clock claims them. They dissolve into the grain of wood. They become part of the room. They become part of you. Stand again, slowly, with care. Let blood travel easily from foot to heart. Your head clears without hurry. Your hands find your sides, light and free. You walk on, ready for more calm. At the aisle's deepest point, a brass gate waits. Its bars curve like vines. A simple latch holds the way. You touch it, and it warms. It does not open yet. It understands timing. A placard hangs nearby. The script is neat, almost musical. Only quiet hearts may pass. You smile because yours is quiet enough. You could pass, but you will linger first. Turn back toward the shelves on the right. Choose one last book for this part of the walk. Cloth is dark blue. Title is thin gold. Open near the end. Trust the end. The night keeps every promise it can keep. Close it, bow, return it to place. Let the spine rest against its neighbors. Let your palm stay a moment, steady and warm. Feel the shelf answer with a small hum. It sounds like yes. It feels like home. Now face the brass gate again. Breathe in, slow. Breathe out, slower. Count 4 in, 5 out. Repeat, repeat once more. The latch clicks almost by itself. The gate eases an inch. Air beyond smells softer, older, deeper. You understand without words. A quieter room waits ahead. Take one step, then another. Carry the amber light with you. Leave the weight behind with the dust. Let the aisle complete its blessing. You pass through the gate. Shelves lean back, making space. Lamps dim to a dream. The hush ripens into true silence. The next chamber gathers you in. Beyond the brass gate, the air changes. Cooler, still. It feels like stepping into a pause. It feels like silence has shape. The room is wide, but low. Beams press close overhead. Shadows pool along the corner. A single lamp hangs in the center. Its glow is pale, steady, kind. Shelves bend in a circle. Every row faces inward. Books lean as though listening. Spines gleam faint. Cloth and leather shimmer in muted colors. You take a step forward. The floor responds with a whisper, not a creak, not a crack, only a low note, deep, safe. The sound joins the stillness. You pause and listen. The air hums faint, not loud, not sharp, a tone hidden in silence. It comes from nowhere, yet it fills the room. You move closer to the shelves, pick a slim book bound in grey, open it halfway. The page holds only a fragment. Patience is the first voice of sleep. The words hover, then fade. Letters vanish back into paper, but the meaning stays inside you. Your shoulders ease, your hands rest light. The room approves in its quiet way. Now another sound begins, soft, steady, like pages turning in a far corner. No hands, only air. You close your eyes, listen deeper. The sound grows faint, then near again. It feels like the library itself is reading. It reads to you, not at you. A sentence drifts across your mind. The door of night is never locked. Another follows. Every star is a bookmark in time. Each line rests, then dissolves. Open your eyes. Lamps glow softer. Shadows lengthen, but stay friendly. You walk the circle, slowly. Every step gathers a new murmur. One shelf leans closer than the rest. Its books are smaller, bound in linen. You lift one gently. The cover sighs. The paper smells of rain and cedar. Read the line offered. Sleep is a conversation without words. The phrase settles into your breath. You exhale longer. The chest grows lighter. Return the book. The shelf shifts back. The hum of the room deepens. It feels as though it has accepted your silence. It feels as though it trusts you now. You find a chair at the far curve, wood carved with simple care. Seat low, arms broad. You sit, and the chair sighs once. Not complaint, welcome. Close your eyes again. Let the hum surround you. It is neither song nor speech. It is something quieter. It is the sound of stillness, listening back. The chair holds you steady. Wood beneath is firm yet kind. Arms curve to cradle your elbows. The back supports your spine in silence. You let yourself rest, slow, unhurried. Around you the shelves lean in, not to crowd, only to listen. Every book waits with patience. Every spine hums faint with memory. It feels like sitting inside a heartbeat. Now you breathe deeper. Inhale through the nose, steady, calm. Hold for a moment, then release. Exhale, longer, softer. Your rhythm falls into the library's rhythm. The hum shifts slightly. Layers rise like threads of sound. You hear the tone of oak beams, the sigh of old paper, the pulse of cloth covers settling. They do not compete. They blend. They form a chorus of stillness. The library sings but without words. Its song is rest itself. You stand slowly, careful not to disturb. The chair creaks, then returns to quiet. Your feet meet the floor, solid, kind. Every step is accepted. Every step adds to the harmony. Now you touch another book, bound in pale leather, soft as skin, open to the first page. A single line rests in the center. Silence is the truest companion. You whisper it once. The room whispers it back. Not echo, not repetition, only agreement, low and sure. You close the book and bow. Move to the pedestal at the middle. A sphere rests upon it, crystal, clear, breathing, faint mist. You place a palm upon its surface. Cool spreads through your skin. At once the hum deepens, not louder, fuller. You hear fragments drift inside. A garden blooms only in stillness. A river carries sleep to every shore. You do not try to keep them. You let them pass. You let them fall into breath. They live as long as needed. They dissolve when ready. Now step back. The sphere dims. The shelves ease. The room steadies again. You are lighter than before. Walk the circle once more. Shelves lean back, content. Lamps flicker, then rest. The hum settles into the boards. You carry part of it in your chest. At the far wall, a door waits. Wood darker than the shelves. Its handle is brass, cool, smooth. You pause, hand hovering. The room hums one final note. It says, go gently. It says, return when you need. You nod without words, then press the latch. The door yields with ease. Beyond is deeper shadow, air even cooler, softer. You step forward, slowly, calmly. The listening fades behind you. The silence ahead invites you further in. The door closes behind you. A deeper hush surrounds the hall. The air is cooler, touched with stone. Your steps echo faint, round, low. They fade slowly, as if absorbed by walls. This is the corridor of echoes. It stretches long, lined with shelves of dark wood. The ceiling arches high, ribs of oak curving above. Shadows gather in soft waves. Lamps hang low, trembling like stars in jars. You walk forward, step by step. Each sound you make returns to you, not sharp, not loud, but softened, folded, kind. It feels like walking inside memory. Pause for a moment. Whispers begin to weave, not from books, not from lamps, from the walls themselves, from the echo of your own breath. A road that ends becomes a river. A name spoken twice becomes song. A door forgotten becomes a dream. Each phrase lingers, then dissolves. Each settles inside like a feather. You reach for a shelf. Books here are taller, heavier, covers of leather, black and bronze. You open one near the middle. Pages glow, faint as moonlit sand. The words appear slowly. They form, then scatter. Patience carries further than haste. The ink fades before the page turns. The silence after is deeper still. Close the book, return it. The shelf leans, satisfied. Your chest feels clearer, breath slower. The corridor hums with approval. You walk on gently. Now the echoes shift. They do not repeat you. they answer you. Your steps sound once, then twice. The second tone is softer, older. You pause, listening. The answer fades, then returns. A call and a reply. Not human, not ghost. Only the library speaking back. Another phrase drifts near. Every breath writes a story. You exhale. The words fall into your chest. They rest there, calm, safe. At the midway stands a column of marble. Upon it rests a lantern of glass. The flame inside does not flicker. It burns steady, blue-white. It glows like a star within reach. You place a hand on the glass. Warmth flows into your palm. The echoes hush, then return. They circle the lantern, soft, slow. They shape words you barely hear. Sleep listens more than it speaks. The line holds, then dissolves. You bow your head once, step back, continue walking. The corridor narrows as you move. Shelves lean closer, not heavy, only near. They guide your path, shaping your steps. The air cools further, calm and deep. Every sound feels wrapped in velvet. You touch a spine bound in green cloth. The cover is rough, edges soft. Open to the first page. A line forms, faint, patient. Silence teaches without words. You breathe it in. Exhale slower. The page clears, blank again. You close the book, hold it a breath, then set it back where it belongs. Farther down, the echoes change. No longer answers, but companions. Your step sounds once, then twice. The second lingers like a friend beside you. You feel less alone. Carried by the hall, another fragment rises. A lamp unlit, still remembers flame. You see the line glow on the stone wall. It fades into shadow. Your chest carries its warmth. Now the corridor bends, a curve soft as riverbank. Light falls in wider pools. Here, benches rest against the shelves. You sit on one, low and steady. The wood sighs beneath your weight. The echoes quiet, then swell again. They speak not in sentences, but tones. Low hums, gentle waves. They brush against your ears like lullabies. Close your eyes. Let the sounds move through you. No need to follow, no need to hold. Only listen. Slow, steady. A rhythm forms with your breath. Inhale, the hum rises. Exhale, the hum falls. The corridor itself breathes with you. Together you keep time, quiet and short. Open your eyes. Shadows shift, kind and calm. Lamps glow steady, never harsh. Dust drifts in long beams. Every mote moves as though guided. You stand, lighter now. Walk deeper into the bend. The shelves widen again. Space opens, filled with soft air. A final phrase appears above the arch. Echoes are memories, learning to rest. The letters shine faint, then dim. You step beneath them. The corridor exhales once, and you are released into deeper quiet. You step beyond the corridor's arch. The air shifts once more, warmer now, with the scent of wax and cedar. Shadows soften, spread wide across the floor. Lamps glow lower, as though ready to sleep. This is the hall of quiet endings. The shelves here are shorter, gentler. They do not tower, they lean with ease. Rows form smaller circles. Each circle feels like a quiet embrace. Your steps are softer too. The boards here creak less. The sound is closer to a sigh than a note. It fades before it can echo. The silence welcomes each footfall, then covers it. A long table rests at the center. Upon it lie books already opened. Not heavy tomes, not thick with words, but small volumes, slim and calm. Each page shows only a single phrase. You lean close to one. Rest is a story without an ending. The ink is pale, like twilight on water. You read it once. The meaning drifts inside, light and steady. Another page waits. Night closes the book for you. You breathe slowly as you read. The words match the rhythm of your chest. You close your eyes, repeat them once more. Move to another book. Its cover is soft cloth, stitched by hand. The page says only, "Every breath is a quiet return." You let your shoulders fall. The body understands before the mind does. Now you walk around the table. Other books remain, open, waiting. You do not need to read them all. Their presence alone is enough. Their silence speaks more than ink. At the far wall hangs a large clock. Its hands do not move. Its face is pale gold, dusted with shadow. Yet it hums faint, low, steady. The hum marks no time, only stillness. You stand before it, listen. The hum blends with your breath. The chest rises, falls, rises again. The clock accepts, then quiets. A chair waits beneath the clock, wood worn smooth, palms broad. You sit slowly, gently. The chair creaks once, then settles. Your body eases into its frame. Close your eyes again. The hall surrounds you with warmth. No draft, no weight, only calm, pressing close, kind and safe. You drift with it, thought by thought. Now a final whisper rises, not from shelves, not from walls, but from the quiet itself. It says, "Sleep is here." The hall has grown softer now. The lamps are low, the shelves are still. Every sound has settled, every whisper has gone to rest. You sit in the chair beneath the clock. Its hands remain still, yet steady. Time does not matter here. Only quiet matters. Only sleep matters. Your breath has found its rhythm. Inhale gently, hold a moment, exhale longer. The chest rises and falls with ease. The whispers that once circled the shelves are quiet now. They have folded back into wood and paper. They wait for another night, another listener. Tonight, they leave you only peace. They leave you the gift of calm. You close your eyes. The air warms around your skin. The chair holds your weight with care. The body eases deeper. The mind loosens further. Images drift. Still shelves, lamps, words, but they soften quickly. They blur into shadows. They dissolve into dream. They become the fabric of sleep. You are no longer walking. You are no longer reading. You are simply resting. breath moves, slow and sure. The rest of you floats. Now the hall itself fades, shelves dissolve into night, lamps dim into stars, the floor melts into cloud, the chair becomes a cradle of air, and gently, without effort, you drift away, not hurried, not forced, only guided, only safe. The story does not end. It only changes shape. It becomes your dream, it becomes your rest, it becomes your sleep. So let go now. Let thoughts scatter. Let the body sink. Let the night hold you. Let sleep take you home.